If you're still sending your clients basic ugly forms and then manually copying that data into your CRM, your spreadsheets, and your payment processes, you're wasting hours of your week. What if I told you there is a tool that lets you build insanely powerful, smart forms that not only collect data, but actually trigger your entire business workflow the second someone hits submit? Today, we're doing a deep dive into Jotform. I'm going to show you why their form builder completely crushes the competition and how its massive template library, brand new AI features, hidden widgets, and deep integrations will make you look like a tech genius without writing a single line of code. Hit that subscribe button for more productivity hacks, and let's get into it. So first up, let's talk about the ultimate cheat code they just added, the Jotform Co-Pilot. You can now build and design your entire form simply by just talking to AI, instead of dragging and dropping fields in manually. So you just type or speak to the AI and tell it what you need, and the AI will build it. But it doesn't stop at just basic text fields. It actually helps you set up advanced conditional logic behind the scenes, and it's literally like having a developer sitting right next to you. So if we say help create a simple online order form, now we could do this by selecting it or typing it in here and asking Podo. You can see it's immediately going ahead and creating the form for us. So we have our form here that is created, full name, last name, email address, phone number, and then of course the order details here for whatever is going on. Now once that's selected, we can go ahead and submit the order. And here we can see the thank you screen, which is fantastic. Now, if we want to go ahead and share that form with anyone, all we can do is press the share form button, and then we're going to get a link to that form. We can open that in a new tab if we want. And here we can see the form is right here. Now, if you prefer browsing over prompting, you never have to start from scratch. Jotform has a library of over 10,000 ready-to-use templates. These could be job applications, client onboarding surveys, complex payments forms, and they're already built for you. You just pick one like so, slap your logo on it, and you're live in 5 minutes. Now let's talk about aesthetics, because nobody trusts an ugly form. Most form builders lock you into a grid, a boring layout, but Jotform actually gives you complete creative control. Inside the advanced form designer, you can customize every single pixel. You can change themes, adjust padding, use custom fonts, and insert your own background images. And if you're a bit more technical, they even allow you to inject custom CSS so you can literally make your form look like a native high-end extension of your own website. Now there's also smart forms, which is advanced conditional logic. Here's where you leave the competitors in the dust. Nobody wants to answer irrelevant questions. With Jotform, you can set rules or show or hide fields based on what the user types. If they select business, you could show the corporate pricing. If they select personal, you could route them to a cheaper tier. And remember, if setting up these rules manually feels intimidating, the new AI Copilot can help you build these conditions automatically. Now, what about conditional logic? Well, there's tons of things here. We can go ahead and add elements, or we can talk to the Copilot. So let's add a few conditional logic pieces here and see what it comes back with. We're going with physical products like shipping versus pickup and a few other things here. And as you can see, it's automatically added that in for us so our customer can pick what they want. It's really good that we can just see this working in real time, and it's saving us hours of work within minutes. Now we've got a pretty good form, we could go ahead and select as a customer would and really just get a feel for their flow. Now this is where conditions can come into it. If we go to the conditions button here, this is the page we're going to end up on. This is basically where we can set up if statements to really categorize our customer. So here we can see shipping versus pickup, which is the option we had, and then we can give it a new type of option to fill out in the form based on what they've clicked. Now this just wouldn't be available on things like Google Forms and other platforms. So we can see shipping versus pickup is equal to shipping, and then we've gone down to show shipping address. Now this would be one condition, but we have tons that we can go through here. Once we're happy, we click save, and we can go ahead and add a condition very easily too. So we can describe our condition, bulk and wholesale, the volume discount logic, we can add fields, and then we can use our handy Copilot here to nail everything down. Once we're happy, we press generate, and we'll see here that these conditions have been added automatically. So now we have a bunch just from typing in a prompt, and that saved us tons of manual work. You can also filter those conditions and go in and edit specific ones, which is really useful. And at any point, we can go ahead and preview our form here. So we've got everything, including our conditions too. Now this is just going to make a world of difference for the customer and potentially increase your conversions. Now, one secret weapon for this is Widgets. widgets. So beyond standard text boxes, Jotform has hundreds of dedicated widgets that you can just drag and drop to give your form superpowers. You could drop in a take a photo widget, or if you want their number, you could use SMS confirmation widgets as well. There's also things like Calendly or scheduling, and even put smooth signature blocks for legally binding contracts. And because Jotform natively integrates almost everything, now let's talk integrations, because Jotform natively integrates with almost everything. You can bypass tools like Zapier for a lot of your workflows. You can link your form directly to Google Sheets, MailChimp, your CRM, or even Slack. And for payments, you don't need a clunky checkout page. You can integrate Stripe, PayPal, or Square directly into the form to collect one-time payments for monthly subscriptions without the user ever leaving the page. Now, once your masterpiece is built, getting it to your audience is incredibly easy. You don't just have to share a generic link. Jotform offers generous platform support, meaning you can natively embed your forms into almost any website builder. Whether that's WordPress, Webflow, or Shopify, these guys have you covered. You can embed it inline as part of your page, have it pop up as a slick lightbox, or even add a floating feedback tab to the side of your site. The flexibility here is unmatched. Now, while the form builder is the star of the show, I have to quickly mention what Jotform does after you collect the data. Instead of losing the data in your inbox, everything feeds directly into Jotform tables, which acts like a supercharged database to filter and track submissions. And if you need to generate invoices or contracts, the PDF editor automatically takes the form data and formats it into a beautiful downloadable document. So let's test this only using the AI Co-Pilot. So we're going to say create an agency onboarding form with conditional logic that shows the VIP services field if the budget is over 1,000. And now from the editor here, we can go to settings, we can scroll down and actually hit Jotform sign to add a signature field. Then we can scroll down here on form elements, grab signature, and just drag it into the form. And now if we go to the payment section, we can actually get a Stripe section here at the bottom too. Now setting up Stripe is super easy. All you got to do is connect it. And once we're happy with it, we can go to publish, we can then go to embed, and then we can actually get the code here and embed it onto our site in a lightbox. You can see the lightbox option here. So this would just bring up the lightbox once the button's clicked and we'll be good to go. And boom, in almost no time at all, we use AI to build a branded smart form that captures a signature, calculates and takes a deposit, and is ready to pop up beautifully on my website. That is the definition of a productivity multiplier. So let's talk pros and cons so you know exactly what you're getting into. The pros, you can test everything for free. This is huge. Unlike other platforms that lock their best tools behind a paywall, Jotform's free plan lets you test basically all of their advanced features, widgets, and tools before you commit. And then there's the AI Co-Pilot. Being able to generate forms and complex logic with a single prompt saves a massive amount of time. And then, of course, there's the ultimate design freedom. Between the advanced designer, custom CSS, and versatile embed options, your forms always look premium and perfectly on brand. Now, for the cons here, the first one would be that there's so much to explore. Because the platform is packed with so many incredible widgets, integrations, and logic capabilities, it might take you a quick minute to explore and discover everything it can do. And then, of course, scaling up. The free plan gives you access to all of the great features to test out, but as your business scales, you start getting a high volume of form submissions or payments. So you'll naturally want to upgrade to a paid tier to match your growth. The bottom line here is a basic form collects text. A Jotform uses AI to collect data, process payments, and capture signatures. They all look beautiful on any website and trigger your entire workflow as well. If you're ready to stop wasting time and start automating, I've dropped a link in the description below so you can jump in and test all of these features on their free plan right now. Go prompt the AI Co-Pilot to build something amazing and let me know in the comments what you create. If you found this helpful, drop a like, subscribe, and always stick around for more ways to scale your business with no code. I'll see you guys in the next video.